So moving on to the UN right now, because apparently this week they've been doing a lot of conferences and big speeches. And of course, one of the big headliners of this event is none other than Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi himself, the babysitter, who's so protective of the world by calling the world a bunch of anti-Semites. And people are waking up, even at the UN, to say enough is enough. And here's the headline here. This is stating that Benjamin Netanyahu was left red-faced when several world leaders began walking out after the Israeli PM's name was announced during to take the stage for a speech at the UNGA. He was also booed while the UN president urged for order in the assembly. So people are kind of sick and tired of warmongers about now. It's nice to see that the UN's actually taking a step in a mediocre direction. So listen to this. I guess I can't play the audio because it's copyright, but look at the people. They're all walking out. There's more of them. There's more of them. I don't understand the people that are like, are they trying to take selfies? Why would you take selfies of people walking out? Why wouldn't you just partake with them? There's more people. There's people on the other side. And there's even more people when he goes on stage. It also says Palestinian protesters protested outside the UN building. And there's still more people. Well, maybe not those four in the corner there. Those are the true, lovely Zionists. The real, true anti-Semites on earth is Zionism. They diminish anything that Judaism really stands for. Those are the true patriots of how we should treat the world. Look at that. There's a overhang view of it. I think there's people cheering for that. That's incredible. That's incredible. Coming from the UN, that's pretty remarkable. And here's a picture of what after those people left. Barely anyone stood attendance to hear Benjamin, warlord, bloodthirsty Netanyahu, the babysitter, spew on for hours of why his country needs to drain the economic strains of every other nation for more war. So we can, bombast more of Lebanon or go into Syria or go into, Jordan and Turkey. Because, why not? I thought this is about October 7th. Forget about that. We got to stop Hezbollah. We got to stop Iran. We got to stop the countries we told the United States to invade. Oops. Did I say that out loud? I mean, don't listen to that. You're anti-Semitic. Anything you say is anti-Semitic, which now it's just a badge of honor. It's so laughable. It's a badge of honor. And that's exactly what Netanyahu did. I kid you not. That's exactly what he did. He went to the same old routine of calling everyone an anti-Semite. So it says, this is from Now the End Begins. It says, in case you missed it, Benjamin Netanyahu at the UN today said the United Nations is a house of darkness, a swamp of anti-Semitic bile. It is an anti-Semitic flat earth society. And then he went out to his hotel to issue the order to take out Hezbollah HQ in Beirut. Maybe not a good way to start an opening act. Maybe not a good way to bring a crowd together. It'd be like going to a comedy club and you're listening to the comedian go on stage and you bought your ticket, you paid for your drinks, you got your meal set up, maybe you brought a date with you and you're trying to impress the lady or the man, not judging. And the comedian starts off by saying, you're a bunch of assholes. And then expects people to stay for the act. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. So here's what he said here. This is the video of it.
The singling out of the one and only Jewish state continues to be a moral stain on the United Nations. It has made this once respected institution contemptible in the eyes of decent people everywhere. But for the Palestinians, this UN House of Darkness is home court. They know that in this swamp of anti-Semitic bile, there's an automatic majority willing to demonize the Jewish state on anything.
It's hard for me to hold a straight face to someone that says the world is an anti-Semitic bile, including the UN, from the headmaster that brought you blowing up pagers, from the innocence of this state that spent billions of dollars of our money to send bulldozers to destroy the infrastructure of neighboring cities. From the regime that's beating up Jewish citizens that are for peace. The Hasidic Jews that call out Israel. They're cracking down those people and beating them because they're not compliant to Zionism, which is not Judaism. Zionism is a political cult. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with Judaism. In fact, that is the anti-Semitism right there. Zionism is defacing Judaism. It's defacing Christianity. It's defacing the true morals and ethics of religion. And they're just using religion as a cop-out to continue on this bloodthirsty tyrant. This man who's not even Jewish to begin with. He's not even from Israel. He's not from the Middle East. He's from Poland. He just paved the way to becoming leadership because the people that erected Israel in place of Palestine, the CIA, the Mossad, the MI6, the British monarchy, the British Empire, American intelligence, those are the people that formed Israel right where it's supposed to be, because as RFK Jr., a supporter of Israel, would say, that we need it because it's like an aircraft carrier. And that's exactly why it's there. It's there to keep eyes and ears on all the other Middle Eastern territories so that we can intrude on them and then invade their territory and steal their resources. And isn't it amazing that the Israeli hit list is very similar to all the countries that we have invaded for the past 20 years? Not at all. Not at all, a bit of a head scratcher there. Not at all something to worry about or investigate or hold accountable. But again, that'd be anti-Semitic. So what am I to say about that?
Anti-Israel Flat Earth Society, any false charge, any outlandish allegation can muster a majority.
So then he just throws in Flat Earth Society just for no reason. Why not just call them a bunch of Russians? That's what, normal, healthy, non-hinged Americans would do. That's what great people like Rachel Maddow would prefer. Yeah, you're just all a bunch of Russians. But we're talking about, fluoride in the water. You damn dirty Russian. Damn comrades. You and you're talking about highly processed food and seed oils. You damn dirty comrades. Why do you have to care about your health all of a sudden? Can't you just trust the corporations that poison you? Oh my God. This is hysterical. And you wonder why these people left the room. I would have left the room. It's not working to intimidate. We're done with the intimidation. We're done with this crap. We're done with the BS. We're done with the bribery. Intimidation just shows how stupid you are and exposes what bullshit this all is. And if you really want people to give a damn about your warlord tyrancy, which they shouldn't, but if you really want to, a better strategy would be is to be comforting, consoling. Actually give a damn about, other people. Hey, maybe if Israel put their money that we spent to them towards fixing up the communities that were affected by the hurricane, maybe they wouldn't feel so bad. Maybe they'll have a little more respect for Israel if they actually had the opportunity to do something grateful for the world instead of just blowing up territories and invading and saying you're a bunch of anti-Semites if you don't go along with the bloodshed. Wow. Benjamin Netanyahu, ladies and gentlemen, such a award-winning crowd pleaser. He's such a villainous tyrant. I'm surprised he hasn't won a Nobel Peace Prize. Maybe you can share one with when Barack Obama gets his next one. But that's the thing. He already won one. And since you got a Peace Prize, no one ever tries to get a second one. They just tell you to smile, nod, walk off stage. I guess that's also what it takes to be a proper Jew at this point. Not to be loving and concerning and practice the real, inspirations and philosophies of people in the Torah. Not any of that, but just be a villainous creature and just smile and nod and just go with it. That's what I guess it takes to be in any religion at this point.